Halloween should be fucking cancelled. It's been October 31st all year, and even the year before that. Do you think that your children will miss this so-called day of Halloween when all through this year you haven't heard their screams? You put them to bed at night and you put on a night light and you think that that would get them out of fright? When they're looking at you, a mirror, ooh, and you're scary too, because they see themselves growing to be like you. So full of words, but no actions and deeds that gives them any hope that they could follow your lead. Oh, you say, do as I say, not as I do. Well, now, just look at you. You tell your children, just listen to what you say, but not to watch your actions. And then you want to give them a day full of candy, which would be the main attraction. You want your children to really be like you? Ooh, that's so scary. Aren't you scared too? You know you still are a child living in fear. Why else would you be acting this way? Save those that govern you, they made your mind sway. They made you raise your children instead of cultivate them so that you can just continue to pray. You won't act, you will only pray and be prayed upon and live every day, trick or treat. And then you go out and you vote on the streets. And you don't see that your children can't go in the park and not be scared because, well, it's the clock. It's that time of day. That doesn't even matter if they're outside and play, because there's no school that they need to go to the next day. Well, that's kind of good because they weren't learning anyway. But the thing is, when they're on the playground, look who's around. The pedophile and the one with the gun where they have to run. Ooh, that's so scary. Your children are scared. Halloween should be fucking canceled this year. Let it come back another time. And then maybe we'll call it Children's Day because this is the age of Aquarius and we can do it the humanitarian way. The water can be poured, which is also the spirit that you need to have to get out so you can tell those that are stealing your child's soul they need to quit it. But not just with your vote. Oh no. You need a sign to go out and remind them that they haven't signed anything that you need to sign your children's life away. They've only given you promises. Oh, every time it's an election. But you have to remember that neither one of those choices are your selection. Ooh. You should be scared to even make a choice when not enough of you are going out and exercising your voice. Maybe you need an exorcism on Halloween because you're the one that's scary to your children. Haven't you seen? You're the ghost and the ghoul that is making the rules. And you send them with a mask on their face and tell them, don't worry about death, just go to school. Ooh, your children are scared enough. They're not going to miss this day called Halloween. Just give them a hug at night and even go sleep in the bed with them and hug them and hold them tight. No matter if you have one or two, they can all sleep with you and wake up full of zest and zeal and know that, ooh, you changed this so-called reality because it's not real. It's your illusion to play how you want it. You change it today. It doesn't have to be Halloween and, ooh, trick or treat. You must know that your treat are your children. And they so sweet. If you love them, really, then remember when you was a child that you were scared, and actually you still are. Because you won't even behave like you are the superstar. You, maybe not even you, and maybe not even you that I'm talking to, but it may be someone that you know who this video applies to and should see, because I'm only saying what I have to be. I have to be a reminder to you that, ooh, this world has gotten very scary. And your children are scared. You don't need another day of Halloween. We need it to be Children's Day. Happy. That's what we need it to be. But it won't be that until you wake up and see that your life is but a dream. So, why are you scared? You can do anything in your dream. It's your dream. It's yours. So you can say that you want to play. There's no one over you. They've named everything and call it into existence. And even you are called into existence. But how do you exist? Do you just exist merely? Or do you live dearly? Is the question I ask. Are you scared enough for your children to go out and vote you? For you love your children. Or are you just so scared that you are going to die? So you do nothing. Which is scary because that's stupid. When every day you're out and the droplets of death, they say, are in the air. So why should you scare? You should really just care. Care about your children, how scared that they are, because when you take off the S, you get care from scare. So if you have to be scared to be a catalyst for change, then be scared for your children and act like you're not insane. Halloween this year should be officially fucking cancelled. What are you dreaming? Or has your vision clouded your decision? Because you're confused between the dream and the vision and the actuality and the reality. Because you were scared when you were younger and you never released that fear. So now it's your children who want to play, but you don't let them out because you're scared. And they're the ones crying tears. You don't see them running down their face because they learned to live already just like you, holding in the fear and not letting it run out their eyes on their face, because they don't want to look so stupid in this place, because they're scared that someone's going to judge them, and they learned that from you. So tell me now, you're living in hell. What are you going to do? You don't need a Halloween when you're living in hell. And you're supposed to play the role of an angel in heaven. Yes. Play your role and put on your costume, whatever you need to be. You need to be a super being, superhero for your children to sing. Sing your praises. And that you were not scared. That you love them so much that you stood out and you stood up. And it was not a Halloween day that everything ended. It wasn't the same old way. That you didn't give them candy that could stick up in their teeth. And then they needed a dentist, so it really wasn't a treat. Be wiser. Don't make your children look in the mirror and see you. Ooh, boo, that's scary. You know, you don't know who your children are looking at. Whether it's you or auntie or uncle, they see everyone. And it doesn't seem like anyone's having fun. So this one day is not going to make a difference if they cancel Halloween. Just make up for it. Simply by being seen. Seen as your child's superhero in the house that you live. That's what you can give. No trick, no treat, Just give your heart. That would be the sweetest thing that you can do. You can make that start. I'm just here being my part to say to you officially, Halloween has been every day in 2020 throughout this year. This October 31st can be officially cancelled. We had enough scary movies and black people killings and people scared if they're going to be able to eat or pay their bills or take care of their health because they're so ill. We need to fix things before we keep celebrating scary things. We need to start to celebrate happiness and let freedom ring.